everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today I'll be filming a makeup video. For those of you who live in Australia, you will know how expensive our makeup is, even our drugstore makeup. So today I'm going to do a full face of makeup using products that cost under $6 Australian each. So it's not like all of these products together cost $6, but all of them independently cost $6 or under, except for one, but I'll explain that later. Not only are they all under $6 Australian, but you can go out and buy them at any time in Australia. So they're from places like Target or Kmart or Chemist Warehouse or Priceline. So you don't have to buy them online, there's no shipping costs, anything like that. This video is also not sponsored. I went out and bought all of these things for myself. I wish I was sponsored by some of these brands, but I'm not. Also, there's only a few brands in this video because it's so difficult to find makeup under $6. Like, it's almost impossible. And also, a lot of these products I haven't actually tried yet, so I'm hoping they're good, but I don't know yet. I'll give you guys my honest review, obviously, but let's get started into the video. Let me just put my cat ears on to get the hair out of my face. So the foundation that I picked up is the Face Foundation Natural Finish from OXX Cosmetics. This was $4 from Kmart and I got the color Buff. I'm pretty sure OXX is a Kmart only brand, like it's only sold in Kmart. I haven't tried this and I don't know if it's gonna be good. I feel like foundation is one of those things that you really should invest in. Let's see if this is good or not. I feel like it's just not gonna be. I also had to really guess with the color. They don't have any testers or anything. Oh, this looks really pink and probably a bit too dark for me. Oh. It has a pump though, which is really great for $4. Some $30 foundations don't even have a pump. It looks kind of thick. Ugh. Okay, the color doesn't look as bad. I feel like it's gonna be really pink though. You know what? It doesn't even look that bad. I mean, it hasn't got the best coverage I've ever seen, but it's not bad. Like, it's sitting on my skin quite nicely. It hasn't covered up all my spots or anything, so I'd say it's definitely like a light coverage. But for $4, I wouldn't expect it to be full coverage. But this might be good for an everyday basis if it works out well. Like, if you get a color that suits you. Like, this color doesn't seem to look... It's definitely pink. It's definitely like getting more pink, I think, as well. But if you can find a color that suits you, this might be like a good everyday makeup if you don't... Like a good everyday foundation, sorry. If you don't want to spend a lot of money. I'm just getting up close and personal for a couple of seconds. But this is what it looks like with one layer of foundation. It doesn't look bad at all. It definitely is a little bit pinky toned. So the first layer is done. I added a tiny bit more to my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead to cover like spots and acne and stuff that I have. I feel like it's starting to look a little bit more cakey, like it's starting to kind of dry and not look as natural and dewy as it first did when I first applied it. It's also definitely settling into any lines that I have on my face, my laugh lines, my eyelids, under my eyes, like every single one of them. So I'm going to quickly apply some concealer and then add some powder, so hopefully I can stop the creasing. The concealer I'm going to use is this Savvy liquid concealer. You can get Savvy from Priceline. This was $4.99 and I'm gonna see how it goes. I haven't used it before and the color looks horrible. It looks straight up yellow. It looks so weird because the foundation is quite pink and now the concealer is like straight up yellow. It's not really that nice of a consistency either. By the way, the foundation was like a moussey consistency. This is just like, I don't know. I don't really like it very much. Oh, it just looks so weird because of the pink undertone in the foundation and now I'm using like a yellow undertone in the concealer. It's not really blending out very easily either. Oh, I'm not a fan. For powder, I'm using the pressed powder from OXX. This was $2 from Kmart and I got the color Light. I don't think they had that many colors. I think it was just like light, medium, dark, probably, I think. I don't have high expectations for this, let's be honest. I don't know how I feel about the color. It doesn't look horrible, it doesn't look fantastic. I'll just apply it the way that I usually do with my other powders. I know OXX also has like a loose translucent powder, or I think it's a loose translucent powder. I think it just said loose finishing powder or something. And that looked quite good, but I didn't get that to try out. But I don't know if it is good or not. It feels actually quite nice. Like when I like swatch it with my fingers, it doesn't feel horrible at all. It's definitely not chunky or anything. Like, I'm not disappointed so far. I don't think it's adding any coverage to my face, from what I can tell. I don't know. This is like a bit of a eh for me. The packaging is very cheap, but it's $2, so I'm not like angry about it. It seemed to work fine, like I'm not disappointed, but I can't really tell what it did. It does look a little bit cakey under my eyes, but I don't know if that's because of the concealer or because of the powder. My whole face looks a little bit cakey actually. Ugh, I hate looking cakey. It's one of my like biggest pet peeves. I'm gonna move on to eyebrows now. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Essence Eyebrow Designer in 02 Brown. So it's just an eyebrow pencil, and I've used this for years and I love it. So I'm just going to go through my brows and fill them in with this. You can get Essence from Target and Priceline, and I think this is $3.05, but I literally love these. This is what I use in my brows on like a daily basis if I don't want to wear a full face of makeup, but I still want to put a little bit of effort in. My brows definitely don't look as good as when I use my brow pomade, because I feel like that just looks a lot better, but I definitely would still recommend this brow pencil. It's very good for if you're in a rush or if you just want to quickly put something in your brows, and it's really inexpensive, so I definitely still recommend it, even though it's not my favorite. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to use the W7 The Bronzer, that's what it says on it. This is what the color looks like. It is a little bit orange, but hopefully it's gonna be all right. This was $4.99, and you can buy W7 from Chemist Warehouse. I think a lot of their products are under $5. It doesn't seem to be very pigmented. I feel like nothing is showing up on my face. Let's use a more dense brush. Okay, I think it's starting to show up now. I'm not that impressed. It's definitely not bad, and it's probably really good if you're just starting off with makeup and you don't want a really intense bronzer. So maybe this would be good for beginners because one, it's inexpensive, but two, it's not really pigmented, so you're not gonna end up with an orange line on your face, you know? It's definitely a little bit orange and you have to build it up quite a bit, but it's not bad. Moving on to blush, I'm going to use the Savvy Classic Blush in Silky Pink. I'm pretty sure this is $5.99 from Priceline, and I love it. I've had this one for a while and it's one of my favorite blushes. It's like a dark kind of plumish kind of color, but it's got shimmers in it, and I love blushes with shimmer because I feel like it just brings a lot more life to your cheeks. I love this blush so much. Definitely recommend it, and it's literally under $6. If you do buy any of the Savvy blushes, I definitely recommend using a light hand because they can get very pigmented very quickly. For highlighter, I'm going to use the OXX Cosmetics Highlighting Kit. This is from Kmart and it was $4 for 3 highlighters, which I think is really good. To me, this is a very natural highlight. It has very little shimmer in it compared to other highlighters that I use. I'm going to mix the two colors here together and put them on my cheekbones. Ooh, it is very like powdery and not chalky, but very powdery. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I've used this a couple times before, but hardly. I like it. I think it's one that you can definitely build up. Look at that. That's $4. Guys, we found a winner. We found a winner. But I really like this. And it's hard to find a good drugstore highlighter, especially for $4. I'm so happy with that. Moving on to eyeshadows. I'm using the OXX Cosmetics Quad Eyeshadow, also from Kmart, and it was $2. When I was there, this looked like the best combination of colors that I could see. So I'm going to start off using this brown in my crease as hopefully like a transition shade, but it is quite dark compared to what I usually use. You could definitely just use your bronzer as a transition shade. It's a little bit patchy, like a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely patchy. It's not horrible and it's definitely pigmented, like it's definitely showing up, but it's nah, doesn't look the best. I want to try and use this copper shade on my lids, but I'm a little bit scared. This could go very wrong and it could look very bad. We'll see. It's not very pigmented. Let me use my finger. It's not as intense as I would like it to be, but it's not the worst thing. The thing is, if you're just starting out with makeup, this would probably be really great. But if you're someone who has a lot of makeup and has used a lot of different brands, especially if you've used some high-end brands, you'd probably hate this. Because once you use something that's really good quality, it's so hard to go back to something that isn't as good. but like I said, if you have just started out with makeup, this could be good for you. I definitely think it's quite patchy. Like it's like not great. Oh my gosh, I hate this. This looks horrible. I haven't got a lot of color choices here though. I'm gonna use some of the burgundy kind of color in the outer part of my eye. Oh my goodness. This just looks so bad, like so bad. I think this is the best we're gonna get. I think it is. I mean, if you're a makeup artist, you could probably do a lot better of a job than me, but this is what we're working with. Next, I'm going to use mascara. This is the one product that is over $6 because it's $6.15. But I didn't have one that was under $6, and the only one that I could find for under $6. I know some Essence ones are under $6, but the only other ones I could find are like the OXX ones, and I didn't really feel like buying that. But I know that this one is really good. I really like Essence mascaras in general, and I really like this one. This is the Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara with micro styling waxes. But I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to apply some false lashes. This is what my eyelashes look like with just mascara. You could definitely just wear this. I love this mascara. It's really good. I use it a lot. But I want to try out some false lashes. So I'm going to go off camera and put them on. But these are the OXX Studio Volume Lashes in the style of Victoria. It says it does have adhesive included, but I'm going to use my own Duo Eyelash Glue because I just want it to work. This isn't under $6, I don't think, but I'm just gonna pretend it's not included in this. This is what the style looked like. It was the best of the cheapest ones I could find. None of them looked that great. Some of them looked really cheap. I know that Kmart has had good cheap eyelashes in the past. I've heard from other people, but I haven't tried any myself. So I'm gonna try these out and I'll come back when they're on my eyes. Eyelashes are on and I actually quite like them. They look quite nice and I would definitely wear them again. The only thing I would say is that the band is quite obvious. So if I did buy eyeliner for this video, I would have used it, but I didn't, so I won't. But if I wear these lashes in the future, then I'll definitely use eyeliner to cover up the band. But other than that, I really like them. They're not the best lashes I've ever tried, but for $4.50, I'll take it. Moving on to lips, I'm just going to use an Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in 07 Lost in Love, and then the Essence Lipstick in 07 Natural Beauty. So I'll apply these and then the look will be finished. Lips are done, which means the whole face is done. I'm going to zoom you guys out now because it's a little bit close. So this is the final look without the cat ears. It's definitely not my favorite makeup look that I've ever done, but it's not horrible. I think my favorite products was the blush, the mascara, and the highlighting palette. I think the highlighting kit, I think it's called. I definitely think this is like my all-time favorite out of this video. I was the most surprised by it and the most impressed by it. So 10 out of 10 would recommend this $4 highlighting kit. My least favorite products was probably the foundation, the eyeshadow, and the concealer. I think the worst of the worst was the concealer. Definitely wouldn't recommend it. And the foundation, look, it's alright. It doesn't look horrible on my skin, but it's definitely settled into like every single line that I have. Maybe if you used it with a better powder or a setting spray or a primer or something like that, it might work out really well, but it's just eh. But that is the end of this video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.